Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of the 31st of May 2023. Essence. Sweet children, Maya is keeping proper guard over you. Therefore, don't make the slightest mistake. Continue to make effort to become soul conscious. Question: which of the Father's treasure stores are always overflowing? What is the way to fill yourself from those treasure stores? Answer: the Father's treasure stores of purity, peace and happiness are always overflowing. If you want permanent peace and happiness, there is no need to wander around in the forests. Purity is the basis of peace and happiness. Become pure, and all your treasure stores will become full. The Father comes to make you children pure. He is ever pure. Song. Neither will he be separated from us, nor will there be sorrow. Om Shanti. You children listened to the song sung by the children. The souls of the children say this. You children now have to become soul conscious. That is, you have to have the faith that you are souls, not the Supreme Soul. Sannyasis say that each soul is the Supreme Soul. That is like the Ganges flowing backwards. The Father explains, all of you have continued to be body conscious for so long. Now become soul conscious. You are receiving these teachings in order to go back home. Then, in the Golden Age, you will have the reward. When you become soul conscious here, you imbibe the Father's knowledge. Then you will play your parts of the reward of knowledge. There is no question of being body conscious or soul conscious. At this time, human beings don't know that they are souls and that their Father is the Supreme Soul. They are totally confused. Sannyasis have said, you and I are all God. Wherever I look, I only see you. There is no benefit in that. Those people consider that to be their faith, bhavna. However, not everyone's faith is the same. In the same home, the Father would not have the same faith as the children. Because there is extreme darkness in some cases, children would even kill their father. All are impure. You children have now become spinners of the discus of self-realization. By becoming spinners of the discus of self-realization, you become kings and queens. The Father repeatedly tells you children, become soul conscious. Consider God the Father to be teaching you souls. By giving you his introduction, he enables you to change your sanskars. It is the soul that carries the sanskars. The body ends here. Baba, I will now have yoga with you alone. This promise of mine can never be broken. However, there are many types of obstacle because of purity and you will have to tolerate a lot. Daughters say, "Baba, I will tolerate this injustice." At times of sorrow it emerged from your lips, "O Rama, O God." You would not say this. You Brahmins remember Baba. "Baba, when will I become free from this sorrow?" They beat me a lot. It is also in the song, "No matter how much I am beaten, Baba, I will never forget you." We have to belong to Baba. Connect your intellects in yoga to him. This is all a matter of understanding. One day this injustice will end. Some things have to be tolerated. All of this is fixed in the drama. Innocent ones are assaulted a lot. Look, this song was composed beforehand, but no one knows its meaning. It is as though the scriptures are your records, songs. People say, nowhere else do they extract meanings of songs. These are film records, songs. However, Baba has had these made. You children have to explain them. We definitely have to become pure. We have to follow the Father's orders. People don't know anything. They have even mixed Shiva with Shankar and said that both are one. They even say Sri Krishna is also God. He is ever present. Wherever I look, I only see Krishna. The worshippers of Radhe say, wherever I look, I only see Radhe. The followers of Sai Baba say, wherever I look, I only see Sai Baba. There is so much darkness. All of this has to happen. It is predestined in the drama. You say that the flames of destruction emerged from this sacrificial fire of knowledge. They say, your Baba has created such a sacrificial fire that it brings about destruction. We say, let there be peace, whereas you bring about destruction. There is the name sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Sacrificial fires are created by those Brahmins. You Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris are Brahmins. Those rich businessmen create limited sacrificial fires. The sacrificial fire of Rudra is very well known there. They don't use the term of knowledge in that. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. You wouldn't call their sacrificial fires those of knowledge. Baba has explained, only by having this knowledge is salvation received. There is no need of this knowledge in the Golden Age. There is already salvation. It is heaven. These matters have to be understood. The Father sits here and gives this knowledge to you Brahmins. They say, they show a charioteer sitting in a chariot. This body is a chariot. Each chariot has a charioteer, a soul in it. This one's soul is in this one's chariot. However, Baba says, I take a chariot on loan. When a building is rented, both the tenant and the landlord live in it. Here Baba comes as the charioteer. He says, I am once again teaching you Raj Yoga. No one else can say this. All of these points are explained for you to imbibe. Our Baba makes us into the masters of heaven every cycle at the confluence age. By making the mistake of just one word, they have shown so many incarnations and written so many names. Now you are truly sitting below the Kalpa tree. You are studying Raj Yoga in order to claim the status of kings and queens in the future. Here there are millionaires and multi-millionaires, but everything of theirs is going to turn to dust. Natural calamities, etc., will all come suddenly. Destruction has to take place at the end. All of them have so many bombs. They would not dispose of them at sea just like that. Those are their property, worth hundreds of thousands of millions. If they didn't make them, how would destruction take place? Everything will burn and turn to ash. It isn't that people will be hurt and continue to suffer. Such things are being invented that people will die instantly. Therefore, establishment of the one religion and destruction of many religions is clear. Heaven is being established through Brahma. Baba is making the residents of heaven worthy. Everyone bows down to those who become pure. The Father also says, "Now become pure." The wings of you souls are now broken. How would you fly? To the extent that you imbibe knowledge and yoga, accordingly you will develop wings. To claim a kingdom is not like going to your auntie's home. The main thing is, I am a soul and this is my body. I, this soul, am an embodiment of peace. There is no need to stumble around for peace. They tell a story of a queen who was wearing her necklace and looking everywhere for it. You are queens. There is no need to go to the forests for peace. Here it is the kingdom of Maya. There cannot be peace here. Some say, I received peace from so-and-so. However, that is temporary peace and happiness, like the droppings of a crow. We want imperishable happiness. You children want permanent peace. When you have purity, you can claim as much peace and happiness as you want. This is Shiv Baba's treasure store. The one who is ever pure comes and makes everyone pure. Sannyasis believe that souls are immune to the effect of actions, and that sin is accumulated by the bodies. You children now know that the Father is the one who establishes heaven. They will understand when you explain to them accurately. The one who is teaching is truly the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is called the Purifier and the Bestower of Salvation. He takes everyone from degradation into salvation. Only the Father grants salvation. He is called the Bestower of Salvation. He would not be called the Bestower of Degradation. He is called the Purifier. So who makes you impure? No one knows this. The Father says, when Ravan comes into existence, you fall onto the path of sin. They have kept huge images of Radha and Krishna in black stone. They have given them the name Shyam and Sundar, the ugly and beautiful one. In the Golden Age he was beautiful, and then in the Iron Age, Maya the snake bit him and made him ugly. Look how they have moved the stories from one time period to another. People don't know anything at all. No one knows about the Father, the Creator, or creation. The Father explains to you children. Children, remain cautious. Maya is very strong. At this time she is Tamo Pradhan. She doesn't take long to make anyone fall. She catches hold of you by your nose and makes you fall. This is a battlefield. This is why Baba repeatedly says, if you want to benefit yourselves, become soul conscious. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father, and your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. All the sanskars emerge in front of you. It takes time to destroy the sins of many births. Your efforts will continue till the end. The first thing is to become soul conscious. The Supreme Soul, the Father, is teaching us souls and making us equal to Himself. A barrister would definitely make others into barristers similar to himself. Then everything depends on the efforts you make. Some barristers would earn 100,000 rupees on one case. The Father tells you, children, now make effort and claim a high status. The multi-millionaires of this time will all be turned to dust. I am the Lord of the poor. The duty of those engaged in battle is to kill or be killed. They carry those sanskars with them. Although they take birth in a household, they then go off to war. Baba explains to you very easily. You have the sins of many births, and this is why you need to have very good yoga, because only then will your sins be absolved. How can that burden be removed from your heads? For this, remember the Father as much as possible. Baba, you are so sweet. The Father says, beloved children, don't make any mistakes. Maya is keeping total guard over you. Therefore, may you be soul conscious. This is a race of the intellect's yoga. Everything is included in this. Baba repeatedly tells you, if you want to benefit yourselves, you have to have very good yoga. You will then remain very cheerful. We are the children of God. We receive the inheritance from the Father for the future. We will not rule in the Iron Age, we will rule in the Golden Age. To become soul conscious is a very high destination. You cannot become a master of the world just like that. Many assaults will also have to be tolerated. So many daughters in bondage are beaten. ultimately you children will be victorious. You just have to stay in remembrance of the Father. This is the power of yoga that the Father only teaches you once. Through this you become the masters of the whole world. No one else can become this. It is only Lakshmi and Narayan who have the most elevated parts in the whole drama. There is a story of 2 cats fighting one another and a monkey taking the butter from between them and eating it. They show butter in the mouth of Sri Krishna. It is not a question of butter, it represents heaven. The butter of the whole world is included in this. The Father makes you into the masters of heaven. You should come running from anywhere to meet such a Father. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedana 1. I, this soul, the charioteer, am sitting in this chariot. Practice this and become completely soul conscious. Race with your intellect's yoga. 2. Become a total conqueror of attachment. Even in this last birth, tolerate assault and definitely become pure. Blessing. May you become unshakable and immovable and finish all questions and put a full stop by having the awareness of nothing new. Whenever anything happens, you children have the knowledge that it is nothing new and that you have repeated every scene many times. With the awareness of nothing new, you can never have any upheaval and will remain constantly unshakable and immovable. If something new happened, you would then ask in surprise, "What is this? Does this have to happen?" However, when it is nothing new, there are no questions of what or why, but a full stop is applied. By seeing every scene in this way, you can continue to put a full stop and continue to sing songs of wah wah, even in distress. Slogan: when you become embodiments of happiness, children of the bestower of happiness, no waves of unhappiness can come to you. Om Shanti.